What's up, world?
How are you, my friend?
What are we up to? What are we up to tonight?
I am coming to support Twestival, and last year I didn't make it, and I felt really, really guilty.
Here, you hold it.
I got a lot of emails, and I got a lot of guilt over not showing up. So this year, I promised I would be here, and I am.
Well, what's the new venture?
But just for the record, I didn't sign up to show up last year.
I know. What's the new venture?
So the new venture is Chaotic Mode Studios, and basically we're a mobile application studio. We have done quite well. We've been around for about 6 weeks now. We have about 12 to 24 games, depending on what we've been playing, enterprise products and other things in the various mobile application stores. We consider ourselves a mobile application studio. We have 4 services. We have custom development, which we do. We have content publishing, both our own IP and others.
Okay.
We also do mobile strategy, what we call wide deep. That's because we've hired a bunch of creative guys out of the New York firms and places like, a bunch of studios that I probably shouldn't name. And we also have engineers. We don't hire iPhone developers, Windows developers, or people like that. We only hire software engineers. So almost everybody's a double E. They're real guys. They do stuff. It doesn't matter what you want programmed. They can do it, right?
Name a few apps that you've developed.
I will do better than that. Since we're on tape, I will go to the App Store.
The App Store.
And if you go to the App Store right now, let me see here. It's going to load slow on my phone, and I know how it's going to show on the camera. You'll have to tell us how it's showing up.
You have your iPhone preloaded with...
No, but if you go to
Hot Games.
Hot Games, okay. Let me see where it is. Because we just made the chart. I have to see where it is. I may be going too fast. Maybe it's what's hot. Because I don't know the difference between how they do this and the iTunes.
It's good, right?
Well, hang on.
It's good.
It can't focus on it?
No, it can't. It's fine.
Okay. So here's our game. I'll show it to you. Go to iTunes. It's listed in What's Hot. The game is called Nuts, and it's a matching game we did with a guy named Dr. James Mershinsky, who is one of the world's foremost cognitive psychologists, and he's now I'm gonna play normal mode. He is now our chief interaction officer.
All right.
And it's a simple matching game, but it gets very, very hard and very difficult, and it's incredibly good for spending 10 minutes a day will really help with your mental capacity, with your alertness, and things like that.
Really? That sounds interesting.
Exactly, and even though it's just a matching game, our number one complaint is that after the 2nd or 3rd level, it gets far too hard. And so we added a kids mode because parents were telling us, it's like, well, the kids get so far and then it's too complex. But that's not true because we have an 8-year-old that sent me an email via his mom's email account that said that he didn't think the game was challenging enough. And I thought it was just a customer, and I kept emailing him, and then I found out this 8-year-old was having his mom write the emails. So he works for us now.
Who are your cohorts in this venture?
So we have 3 partners. We have 1 silent partner, and then Ben Lamb, who was formerly with Simply Interactive. He's our chief creative officer. Chris Dick is our creative director, very well-known guy, fabulous, fabulous creative guy. Steve Smith works for me on the engineering side. He was in Apple R&D for 14 years. He's had 29 years of experience in cranking out product. So we're doing a bunch of really, really cool stuff. To kind of finish on the services, we have the mobile strategy Wide Deep, which is what I was telling you about a moment ago. The mobile strategy Wide Deep, we can do all of the branding you need and what you should do in mobile, but we have the engineering team that can go very deep. And so by that I mean protocol level stuff for telcos. Really, really, very SDKs for your new open source OS, things like that. But our most interesting service, in my opinion, is called Application Resurrection. And what that is if you are somebody out there listening and you spend all the money, $10,000, $20,000, $40,000, $200,000, $300,000 in some cases we've heard about, to get your app into the BlackBerry store, the iTunes store, whatever it may be, and you've made that $800 to $1,200 that we know that you've made, you should call us or send me email at Worley, WHURLEY, at chaoticmoon.com, and we will help you out. We have an evaluation system where we look at apps and we say, well, maybe the art wasn't good enough, or the gameplay, or the user interaction, or maybe the code didn't work because, somebody who kind of knew the art but didn't know the code. We will take that and we treat you as an equal partner in that project. There's 3 of us, and we will give you up to 25% royalty on that property, and we'll do the engineering, we'll do the art, we'll do the coding, and we'll deliver it into our channel in whatever store is appropriate.
That's an incredible strategy because getting into the iTunes store is only half the battle.
Exactly. Exactly.
So if you're in there, you might as well.
Well, so we've done a bunch of applications for other people that I can't talk about, but the 2 that we've done are called Beat It and Nuts. Right now, Nuts is featured in What's Hot. It was featured new and noteworthy, and we have a game that is going to hit the store next week. That all I can say, it is revolutionary for parents. I mean, we did a test room this morning, and the parents were like, I would pay $99 for that app. And I'll tell you a quick interesting story. If you work in software, if you're a software architect, you'd better get ready because you're going to be out of a job. And the reason is that in November, quick side story if you don't mind, I was speaking at a conference, a couple thousand people in the audience, and on the front row was a lady who had an iPhone, and she was having a problem. And I thought I'd help her. So I came down off stage and I fixed the wireless and I got her connected. It was all really, really great. And I gave it back to her, and she looks at it. That's not right. She looks around and I go, well, that's actually what the app does. You know, I explained it to her, and she goes, you don't understand. I paid 99 cents for this. And let me tell you what, it takes a hell of a lot more effort than 99 cents to produce an application. All right? And in that same month, November 2009, Wired Magazine did a review on TomTom. And they said, Wired, it's fantastic. Tired. Doesn't do scenic routes. Ludicrously expensive. Now, this is an app that's $99 that lets a magic device in your pocket talk to freaking space. Okay? Put it into perspective for a moment. This thing in my pocket can talk to space and find out where I'm at in the world within a meter resolution and where everything else is in relation to me. Now, 5 years ago, you all would have paid far more than $99 for that. And today, you expect it to be free. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm only saying that the rules of software development are changing dramatically. You cannot spend, all of this money and all of this time developing your next title because your next title has a market value of $3 or 99 cents or $1.99 or $2.99. At $4.99, what we've learned, people no longer interested in your app. That's where they think about it, Terry, and that's where they say, you know what, forget about it.
I'll tell you what, Worley, sometime come by Texas co-working with Brian and chat for 15 minutes.
I would absolutely love to do that, and I think everybody out there should go and check out the Texas co-working. I've heard nothing but good stuff about it, but unfortunately I haven't been by because my new office is like in seat 7A.
Where?
Seat 7A.
Where's that?
It's on a plane. So unfortunately I haven't been around enough to go, but I will be coming by.
Yeah, do it.
Awesome, man. Thanks for taking